Hey Cancer, welcome to hello Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of February 7th. We're going to be jumping right into things this week with a general outline of like your general energy, any challenges that you're going to be facing, and then also how to overcome some of those challenges, Cancer. So Cancer, here in your area of general energy, we have the Ace of Wands card. So definitely about you kind of starting something new right now. Something new is coming into your life. Obviously, something new is always coming into your life right now, Cancer. But there can be some sort of like new, I almost see like a new like academic or creative project that you're beginning to work on. Something that's like merging those two things. Those are the two things that are standing out to me. If it were like the Ace of like Swords card, you could definitely say something more like academic or like using like intellect. But here with the Ace of Wands card, it's almost something more creative. But I'm getting this sensation that there's like a merging of these two things here. And Cancer, we have here the Five of Wands card. I think that this came up for you in your last weekly reading, if I remember correctly. The Five of Wands card, it can just be about right now there's like a lot of, I don't know, just like a lot of childish bickering right now. It's nothing too extreme. It's not like people are like fighting and getting into these huge conflicts. On the regular Five of Wands card, the five people who are fighting are actually five kids. So it's not like five adults, five fully grown men with like giant swords or something fighting each other. It's nothing like catastrophic. They're like cutting their limbs off, but it's just some like play fighting. I think that right now you're just kind of like learning your place. If you're getting started with some sort of new creative academic project, maybe you're joining some sort of maybe almost like a group at like school or college right now. Or it doesn't even have to be that. It can also be beyond that because there are like organizations for people. If you're getting started with some sort of organization, some kind of like outreach program to like help people in your community or something, maybe within that organization itself, there's like these weird little conflicts between people. Like you see like those crazy things like what was it? Like the thing that went viral last year, like the homeowners thing in like the UK or whatever. It's one of those weird, it's like a community organization with like all like these like, much older people, and they were having like all these major conflicts, and they're the guys who were like really mean to the women and everything. And then like it was pretty, it went viral because and like that went viral because she ended up like booting one of the guys out of the group and everything. I really can't remember what that was, but it's something like that. It could also be a group like that. It doesn't have to be like a big, academic group that you're joining or anything. It can also just be like a local group that you're doing. You're doing something right now to help out people. And here in your area of the past, we have the Page of Swords card. So pretty interesting to see how it's kind of talking about that swords energy, how that could have come up, and then here it is, it's manifesting right now. So it's about you really having like this, not being naive. You're not like a naive person, Cancer. It's just about you being naive about like a new situation that you're beginning to step into right now, Cancer, and you're just not sure how to manage that situation. But I see it as being a pretty positive growth here, because I think that if you can like this isn't your first rodeo, basically, Cancer. Just like such a weird saying. This isn't your first rodeo, Cancer. You're used to this. You've had conflicts like this before, and I think that you're going to be able to draw from your past in order to kind of manifest yourself from that Page of Swords, kind of like naive, getting started with something new, and then going into the future, we have the Knight of Swords card here. So a little bit more developed and flourishing, and really taking the lead. I think that right now, this group that you're joining right now, maybe they're just really disorganized. Maybe they need a leader, and they just don't realize that you're the leader. You're the leader that they need because of your past experiences, Cancer. Oh, that's interesting. In your area of your external factors, so how you're kind of presenting yourself right now, we have the Justice card. So this could be you. I mean, this is you, especially here with like the sword off to the side. Oh, there it is. With the sword off to the side, this is you wielding some kind of power right now. I think that is you beginning to become a leader within this group that you're in right now. Here in your area below, we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card, it can be, somebody coming into your life. But as your area below, I think that you're just basically, you have like this really firm foundation where you're being supported by somebody that you love right now. Like there's this big not like a big major conflict, but there's this big conflict with other people here, and it's really being supportive. You're able to support yourself and to stand upright in the face of this minor adversity because of the love that you have with somebody else. So there's somebody in your life right now. It could be like your family, and then also like your loved one who is really supporting you. They're coming through right now, and they're really supporting you in a way that's helping you continue to grow, to continue to stand upright, and to continue to become a leader right now. So Cancer, I see you're kind of like in the training grounds right now. Like you have like this leader energy, but right now you're really, man, you're just putting it to task and you're developing it. Here in your area of advice, we have the Ace of Swords card, and I'd say Cancer right now, this is like a call to action. This reading is saying whatever you're joining or you did join recently, where it seems unorganized, you're the leader of this group now. Like you stepped into the right spot. Like they didn't even realize it. Sometimes these people thought like, oh, we're just gonna get somebody here to like help us out with some bullshit task or something. But they didn't realize that the new leader of their group just stepped into the house. So that's pretty cool to see, Cancer. Here with your area of external factors, we have the Three of Wands card, kind of setting down foundations, not so much to like see other people off in a sense of like, it's something tragic, like, oh, like I wish that I yearn to like go with these people and to like go on some new quest or mission. It's about you really having this firm foundation right now to begin to plan your future, Cancer. And I think that right now the foundation that you have is you building yourself up as a leader. I don't see this group here as being like the end of your journey. This isn't like the biggest thing in your life right now, Cancer, especially because it's just like a weekly reading, but it could resonate throughout the next couple weeks. Whatever group this is, though, it's something that is really just, it's like it's helping you sharpen your teeth a little bit and to really become like a honed and excellent leader. Here in your area of hopes and fears, we have the Wheel of Fortune card, and this can be calling back to what I just said now about you kind of hoping that there is something beyond this, hoping that this isn't the end of the road. Like you becoming the leader of this group isn't you, like that's like going to be your place in life forever. But don't worry, Cancer, you're not going to just be, your height in life is not to be the leader of like a homeowners association or something. You have other things that you can do in your life right now, Cancer. So you're moving on to greater and bigger things, but through that process of like developing yourself as a leader in like a very small sense here with whatever group this is going to help you become Lord, the King of Swords. What a fitting end, right? So much sword energy here, Cancer, and that's like really fitting end to this. There's this great little journey here from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords, and then wielding that energy to become a leader, and then really in the end your outcome is to become the leader. And this is something far off, though. This isn't, I don't feel like this is an outcome for the next week. This is an outcome for I don't know, the next few months or the next year. But these little trials that you go through right now, you're going to be presented with a bunch of new opportunities right now, Cancer. And I'm kind of seeing, I'm like, there's so much, with the Swords card, there's so many clouds and so much sky in all these cards. And there's so much movement in different direction with the clouds here. And it's giving me the sensation of like, there's going to be a lot of these little groups here, Cancer. You're going to have a lot of opportunities here to really showcase your excellent leadership skills. This is a really cool reading, Cancer. Like, this is you like really growing and becoming a leader. But again, this reading could be for the next few weeks, but this outcome card is going somewhere else. I mean, this is like you, like the top of your class. And that's what I'm saying. This is not the end of the road for you, Cancer. There are like way bigger things for you. So super cool to see. Cancer, at the end of this reading, we're going to be pulling 3 yes, no, or maybe cards. So if you want to pause this video and think of 3 questions, we'll give you 3 answers. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Wow. A lot of swords here. With your first question, I'd say yes. With your second question, I'd also say yes. And then with your last question, kind of have a bit of a maybe on that one. So Cancer, thank you so much for joining us for your weekly reading. If this reading resonated with you, please check out your sun, moon, and rising as well. And then also subscribe if you haven't, and definitely like this video. Thank you, Cancer.